How much of our drug supply is controlled by China?
We're so dependent on China that if they shut the door on sending medicines to us, our hospitals would shut down within a couple of months.
In the case of some drugs, like antibiotics, China has a total stranglehold.
We can't make penicillin anymore. The last penicillin plant in the United States closed in 2004.
So the nurses are in full-blown panic mode here in America because they said they could be shut down as early as next week. And in my mind, I'm like, come again? Hong Kong has already said, China, that they are stopping all packages coming to America, meaning no medical supplies here. This is enough to take us down, okay? Because of the fact half the population needs it. Can you even imagine going into a hospital and they're like, we're closed, you know, and then you're running all over the place trying to find one because you have a medical emergency on your hands? There's going to be ODs, there's going to be viewings, there's going to be all kind of stuff going down that has no way to fix it. Imagine pulling up to a store to try to get something that's medically necessary for you or even medicine and you can't get it. Then what do you do? I know we're always telling y'all to be prepared, but this is the time. It's go time. This is it. Make sure you've got Tylenol and ibuprofen. Make sure you've got all your stuff ready to go. You know what I mean? Because if they do this and then turn around and do what I think they're going to do next, it's over with. If you want to take somebody down, the first way to do it is through medical care and the food supply. I saw a lot of people where they were like, get right with God now, and I'm like, right now? Absolutely. My husband's in construction. I can't imagine him trying to go to work, having an accident, because they happen on these jobs all the time, and then nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. The parts for the dialysis machines. I mean, can you even imagine how bad this could get, how fast? It ain't going to take a month to get bad. Oh, no. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, TikTok. Imagine being pregnant at that time. Oh, my Lord. Or having a child that needs treatment for their cancer, and they can't give it to them. Or having just anything, a snake bite. Bee stings, wasp stings, that people are allergic and they need those tubings. I can't help it, guys. I'm going to jump out here and say this. I think this was part of the plan from the whole get-go.
Shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rokakadash. I want to give double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that rule well over the flock, that taught us 100% truth. Shalom to the few Akwati out there listening and learning on the sidelines. You camps with the likewise doctrine is Great Millstone. Shalom to you brothers as well. And as y'all can see, it's getting real. You know, these tariffs are starting to kick in. You got people starting to stop trades with America, man. You heard what she said? Hey, you have a baby in that time, it's going to be hard for you, man. You know, it's getting ready to get real. It's finna get serious out here. And a lot of people, this country alone and its people, they depend on a lot of these other nations, man, these foreign countries, man, these other places, to get minerals and metal, certain medications, crude oils, all these different things that gets sent over here to America, man. All of those things are finna come to a screeching halt real soon. You know, because we in that time. You know, we're in that time. And a lot of people are turning a blind eye to this thing. They think that, hey, all I need to do is keep chasing this paper. All I need to do is keep...
How much of our drug supply is controlled by China?
All they need to do is continue with their careers. All they gotta do is keep their mind occupied and this thing will blow over. But I got a news flash for you, man. It's not gonna blow over. This is not gonna blow over, not at all. Things are gonna get extremely worse as far as we move forward in this thing. America, aka Babylon, is finished. Ain't no backtracking now. It's over, you know? Let me get a couple of scriptures here. Because people don't get to understand. This is Zephaniah 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. The mighty man shall cry bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of troubleness, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. It's going to be major confusion out here, man. You can already see people are losing their mind in these videos, and it's going to be a great confusion. It's already a great confusion, but that's going to exceed our expectations, man. People are literally going to lose their mind out here because they ain't going to have access. They're not going to have access to no medication, no antibiotics, no diabetic medicine. You got high blood pressure, you're not going to have no medication for that. You need surgery, you need anesthetics, you're not going to be able to get that. You need ibuprofen, you're not going to be able to get that. You're going to need any of these different medications, you're not going to be able to get it, man. And then on top of that, that can lead to the hospitals to shut down, man. And like that lady said, how would you feel if you went to a hospital and you couldn't get in? They had to refuse you service because they don't have what they need. And this is what's going on right now, y'all. America is being stripped naked, man. America's shame is starting to be shown. Because y'all always thought that this place was strong and nothing was ever like it, when this place was getting everything from everywhere else. America don't really produce shit. But a bunch of reprobate-minded people, a bunch of crazy, egotistical, cocky, prideful people. That's what America creates. It doesn't create anything that we really need here, you know. And you people finna find out the hard way when this stuff start really kicking in, man. You're not gonna be able to get anything, dog. And eventually, there's gonna be the famine of the food as well, you know. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, and a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and their blood shall be poured out as dung, and their flesh dust. Blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung. You see that? So we live in a time where, in this time right now, you're seeing that China and all these different places with these trade wars, they're going to get it to the point to where you can't even get medications anymore. You're not going to be able to get food. The prices are going to get extremely high. You know, that's the times that we coming into. Y'all think y'all money gonna save y'all? Here go this scripture as well. Zephaniah 1 and 18. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a spitting riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Gather yourselves together, ye gather yourselves together, ye gather together, O nation not desired. The nation that's not desired is Israel. All of these things are happening because Israel is getting ready to go through Jacob's trouble, and these other nations and this country right here is finna get destroyed for what they did to the Israelites, man. You know? So these days are coming, man. And like she said, if you having kids in them days, let me go get it. It says Matthew 24:19, and woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter nor on the Sabbath day. Woe to you that are with child or that get suck in them days, that's weaning children, that's raising children. Because you're not going to be able to get them medical care like you usually could. You're not going to be able to go in there in the hospital and have no baby and be under them anesthetics, them numbing medicines. You're not going to be able to do none of that, man. You know, so it's a lot of pain that's getting ready to come down on America. You heard what the lady said in the video, man. Y'all not going to be able to get anything. And that's a beautiful time we living in, you know. Just a second, Esdras 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Woe means destruction. Woe means destruction, Israel. And that's what's coming to America. You sit back and you just look around you, man. Look at everybody. Look at everything that's going on. We definitely living in the days of Noah, man. You can see it with your own two eyes if you're in these scriptures. It's easy as day to see it. People living day to day, worried about the cares of this life, not understanding that death is around the corner, man. Like Tupac said, I see death around the corner. And if you don't see death around the corner, you in a bad place, because that means you're not paying attention and you putting all your stock, all your eggs in one basket here in America, thinking because nothing ever really happened in this land that it's going to continue to flourish. But as y'all can see, every time you wake up and turn on the news, it's something else. It's something else. You know? Let me find this one scripture. Give me 1 second. I can do for Jeremiah 51 as well. Jeremiah 51 and 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so, be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone until his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. So this place is this Babylon, basically its cup is full, man. Babylon's cup is full, and everybody in this land is about to drink of that cup of the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, that's what's getting ready to take place here. You know? Give me 1 second. It's some other scriptures I was thinking of. Even when she was saying that people need to be getting ready and getting right with God and this and that. You people, especially these Edomites, they talk about getting close with God and all of that. This is not even for you. You Edomites, this is not for you. This is Amos 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, man. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light? Even very dark and no brightness in it, man. Like I said before, it's going to be extremely restless out here. You're not going to be able to sit and be comfortable like you do right now. All of those days are over. All that chasing the mirth and having fun and all of these different things that people love to do on their day-to-day, that's finna end. There's nothing wrong with going out and have fun. We say it all the time. There's nothing wrong with having a little fun, but when you see war on the horizon, man, you need to be trying to get prepared. When you see things like this happening, you need to be trying to get prepared. Like the lady says, you can get a little, and I'm going to say it as well, just speaking for myself as a man, you know, get you a little Tylenols and ibuprofens and little stuff that you can get your hands on. But that's not going to save you. The Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is the only one that's going to be able to cover you in the times that we coming in. Y'all really don't get it. Matthew 24:21. For then shall be tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of time. Beginning of the world. To this time, no, nor ever shall be, man. When have you ever seen America this hurt? You ain't never seen America on his knees, man. And America is a laughing stock. America is the gazing stock right now. Let me go get that as well. See if I can find that. Oh, I can't. I'm trying to think of that scripture. Let me see. So lucky if I can't find it right now. The scripture itself was in my mind. Now I can't think of that scripture. But America is basically a gazing stock. You know, the Chaldeans' excellency. This is crazy. This phone is acting so crazy right now. Slack it, y'all. This is Jeremiah 51 and 1. 50 and 51, Salakia. The word that the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard or a banner. Publish and conceal not. Say Babylon is taken. Bel is confused. Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken to pieces. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both men and beasts. You see, and that's what this is going to lead up to. Eventually, At the end of this thing, it's just going to be a World War III, man. You know, that's what's going to happen. All of this is going to happen here in our lifetime, man. Rather if y'all want to believe it or not. Woe to the world and to them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. You see, these things with these, like famine of medicine, famine of food, famine of water, all of them types of things, that's going to cause people to lose their damn mind. And you know for sure people going to rise up against each other just so they can eat, man. Because when you hungry, you ain't in your right mind. You're going to be trying to do whatever you need possible to get a bite, man. Point blank. You know? For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power, man. People gonna be making moves because they feel like they need to make them moves. And they not gonna care what's being spoke of on TV by the government. Ultimately, this is the will of the Father for this place to be destroyed. Everybody pointing at Donald Trump, but really it's the Father that's putting it on Trump to destroy this place, because that's the will of the Father, is for Babylon to be destroyed and wiped off this map, man. And y'all gonna see it, you know, while this lady in the video talking about y'all need to be getting y'all hearts right with the Father. They always wait till calamities come through. They wait till the calamities come through, and then they seek out so-called God. God just means power. In Hebrew, Allah. No name, just calling out a God. There are many false idol gods out here. Who are you calling on? More likely, she was calling on cheese and rice. Let me see something. I think that scripture might have came in. There it is. It's the water, Father. That's what I was looking for. Just hit the point. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellently shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Because y'all forget that this day is modern day Sodom and Egypt, man. These people promote sodomy. You know, they move like Egypt. They move like Rome as well. Spiritually, they are all, America's all of these things. A bunch of confusion. So we finna see what's gonna happen, you know? We know what's gonna happen. But we just gonna sit back with the popcorn and we gonna eat and make sure that our spirits is right on this side. Speaking for myself and the brothers out there that's sincerely in this thing. Because the time gonna come where all that assistance and shit is over. Section 8, rental assistance, any government assistance, food stamps, freaking medical, all of that stuff, medical care, medications, you know, anything. And then ultimately the hospital's gonna shut down. It's just gonna be a bunch of dead people out here, because America has bred you people up to be dependent on all these drugs and shit. America got the most people that's stuck off drugs. No other nation is stuck on drugs like America, man. No other place has obesity like Americans. No other nation is prideful as America. And all of these things is what America has made you people into. Self-entitled, prideful. And because of all of those things and the wickedness that this devil done pushed out from this kingdom and what y'all did to the Israelites, it's time for that recompense, man. And for you people out here that's in the world, that's looking at these things and think everything is gonna be all right, what y'all being exposed to is that America was never shit in the first place, man. It was never great. It never will be great. And it's being exposed of what a piece of trash this place really was. And y'all about to find that out this year, coming in the next year, it's finna go down. And with that being said, Shalom.